I'm in game. Let me know when you're ready for the invite.
Sure. I just started the stream. The game's loading right now. When it decides it's ready, I'll be ready. Actually, I could probably drop the invite now and it will just still work when I click it.
Invite dropped.
Yep. I'm debating if I want to buy the other DLCs because some of them look cool.
So if I were to play this by myself, which way is the best way to go? Play on the same map I'm on, or do a new world?
That's up to you. There's arguments to go both ways. If
I don't
you
want to mess up. Don't want to mess up what we're doing at the same. Yeah, I'm with you on the argument thing.
Yeah. You'll have the same gear. So that's not as much a problem. You won't have the ability to have, when you and I play, be at the same story point. For us to continue at the same story point, we would need to have you play a different world, or just do exploration and not progress the story while you play on your own. And don't get me wrong, I'm all for you playing on your own too. I just being clear with it.
Yeah, I just don't want to mess up our story, that stuff.
Yeah. Okay, you are up over there. Where is over there?
I don't know. I'm in a room where the 2-star things are.
I don't see you on the map. Oh, you're way up over there. Okay.
How did we start separate? I thought we ended together.
Oh, we did. But apparently it didn't save my spot. Okay, we had just gotten into the bunker, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I was able to fast travel here.
Either reward trunks and stuff.
Mm-hmm. So right now I have destroy 10 cars, complete base assault mission using only handguns, fully repair at least 5 structures while playing defense mission. I don't think some of those are going to be accomplished. So, you know. There we go. So right now we're supposed to head over there. There is something we can pick up back here, it says. Oh, the map's right here too.
Yeah, this is where I thought we ended up.
Yeah. Did you check the map already? Because that shows us the current missions.
Yeah, I didn't save anything as far as, tracking, but I did
Okay.
look at it.
I did learn there's actually 2 different storages. You have storage of all your crafting resources, and then you have your storage, and upgrading them is one at a time. So you have to upgrade both of them if you want more in both. So I thought I'd let you know that so you're aware of it. Right, I had grabbed that for you. I need to let you have it. I got a IR if you would like one for your sniper.
Have you done anything, Daddy?
Yeah, I got in and I joined Dragon.
At all?
Yeah. I also have a red dot scope if you need one.
I think I got some scope recently. I don't remember.
We'll have a few scopes. I have a 6x12 if you want.
Got the IR vision processor, handgun silencers, rifle scopes, assault rifle silencer, gun silencers.
Let me see if this will work.
Just the vision processor and the rifle scopes is all I got.
What is the rifle scope color?
Thick 12 rifle scope, 4.8 rifle scope.
Is it green, blue?
Green,
Okay.
both of them.
I have a green red dot, and I do have a blue 1x4 and 4x8, and then I have a green 6x12 if you want any of those.
And what's the vision processor thing? The IR vision processor?
Oh, you do have an IR vision processor?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Then I will scrap that one because I need what it gives me. And I already have one on the gun.
What gun?
Unless you need another one.
I do have a handgun.
Because I do. Make you feel better?
I was just wondering, you did have to.
I have all of them on me. Let me grab those while I'm thinking of it. If there's anything else you want me to grab or do, let me know as well. Like if we need to do ammo packs again, I still got some of those.
I think I'm okay at the moment.
Okay. I'm at 37 of 64 pounds, so not running very light.
Well, I definitely need to drop something off.
Yeah. That's what the guy looks like.
I thought that we left off.
Yep. I'm just trying to find where this one thing is that they're saying we can grab. So I'm going to give Dragon time to sort out his inventory. Like I said, upgrading your inventory is one of the things I would suggest doing very, very soon.
But without.
Yeah, we don't need it, but we can scrap it, and I need the scrap from it.
Perhaps you could. What do you get from it?
I have a small EMP cell and a medium-sized EMP cell.
Yes, you need 10 of those to scrap them.
What?
Which is kind of frustrating that you need 10, but so be it. And see, I can take all this stuff, because I'm not taking anything from Dragon. Dragon can come through and take stuff from those same things. So I don't want you to think I'm taking Dragon stuff, because I'm not.
Very same thing.
No.
Why?
He sees what he sees in the containers, because it's referred to as an instance of it. And so this is my instance of the gear. So that's the loot I get. It rolls different loot for him, and so he has different loot in there. Okay? But I don't want you to think I'm taking Dragon stuff. The game doesn't let you take other people's stuff. I can give Dragon my stuff, and he can give me his stuff, but we can't take each other's stuff. So just because I'm going through taking everything here doesn't mean Dragon's not getting it. He's going to go through and can get his own stuff too. What I'm trying to do is get some more resources that we need for both of us, so I can make some more ammo if he needs it. Yep. See, I try to cooperate on games. Like, I like co-op games because I like doing co-op, which means you cooperate with people, you work with them. That's how I like it.
Me too. Did it be nice and
Yeah. It's a lot more fun to work with people than fight people. I like Dragon. It's fun to play with him and to actually work and collaborate with him. If
I could drop off some more, but my weight's definitely down. I'm good.
Oh, I'm just raiding the base. You probably want to do that too for resources so you can upgrade your storage. So you can just run through. I'm opening all the doors so you can easily find your way through. And just run through and loot all the containers, get more ammo. Get more gear, break down any of the gear that's garbage so that you have the resources, the crafting resources. Upgrade your equipment storage so that you can stash equipment you might need later. And I can give you more gear to stash in your trunk when you have more space. See that icon? There's something over there, but obviously you can't get to it through here. We have to go around. But that was something that we tested so that we knew is if I took the stuff, if he could still take it or not. Because I like knowing if a game is going to make it where you have to compete for resources or if you both get resources. Because if you have to basically compete for them, well, then I like working with the person and letting us both get some instead of grabbing them all for myself.
yeah. Please stop saying in my lap. Please stop, Daddy. Stop, Leah.
Hey!
Ooh.
Go lay down. Why don't you go change your pants? Let's see. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Go lay down.
What?
I said change pants. You didn't exactly do as I said.
It's okay if I just wear stuffy on my...
Mm-hmm. Not everyone needs to know about that, son. And I couldn't get the mute button in time either.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Open doors. Still.
Not sure how that would be affected. Dragon, have you caught any miasma?
But asthma.
Yeah.
That's been a lot of fun.
What's asthma?
Asthma is a disease which makes it so you have a hard time breathing.
Wait, you caught asthma?
No, son. Oh, I love you. You make it so easy to just roll with stuff. It makes me chuckle.
What do you mean?
Oh, the hot weather's been making it hard for me, though.
What'd you say, Dragon?
Oh, the hot weather has been making it rough for me.
I hear you there. There's a game that I played in stream called Miasma. Not my asthma. Miasma. It's funny that you said asthma because I actually made the joke during my stream of miasma. And I was like, wait, no, not my asthma. It's miasma. One word, not two. One word. So that's part of why I laughed, because you unintentionally made that joke that I made intentionally. Okay?
Hey,
Now you understand?
yeah, that's funny. That's funny, Dad.
And you don't even know the full joke, which is great.
And that makes it even more funny too.
Yes, it does. See, you're smart enough to know that part too. That's good. That's good.
It's chickens. Get it?
No, there's nothing to do with chickens.
The
I'm
rope.
downstairs in the residential area, Dragon, grabbing the loot from there. So, like I said, we have more of what we need. Is that? Okay, no, it wasn't. That was just a strange shadow. The green boxes, like the green wooden boxes, are really good because they give you ammo. So that's part of what I'm running around for right now, is to stash up on ammo, because I burnt through a good bit testing some things out.
Testing what things out.
And I need to know how to do some things that I haven't been able to look up yet. But yeah, let's just say that I learned you can burn through thousands of rounds easily. And we'll leave it at that for right now.
Oh, how'd you run through here so
He sprinted by us. See, it's called sprint.
how's he how could us not know that he's coming now?
I did.
How?
Because I saw him on the map, and then I heard him going ding 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 with his little feet. Okay, this opens to here. Nothing I need to worry about. No, don't close on me. Open! I did not authorize your closure. Rude. No, not really. It's actually cool that they have automatic doors like that.
Those people that are not allowed to come in. Not what?
Correct. We have a pass, so it scans us and detects that we have the code, the pass, and so it lets us in. Others don't have it, so they can't. Unfortunately, somehow the robots got it. That's how the robots got in here.
How'd the robots get it?
We don't know. That's part of the problem. We're like, how did they get it? Did we? Yeah, we did that.
Maybe they killed something. We got it from them.
They may have killed the people and got it from them. That's what we're worried about. We don't know. Remember, we just got back from training, and our boat gets blown up on our way back, and we swim to shore, only to find out that Oh yeah, robots are everywhere, killing everyone. And we finally find 2 people alive. Okay. Out here is a collectible map. So I'm going to leave it for now so I can show you where it is when you're done looting. So no need to rush, but I found where the hand was pointing. The little collectible hand. So it was the electrical and out, right? Yeah. Cool. Have that point marked now.
How do you have it?
Well, electrical, exit. So we need to go to the electrical exit. See, there's a non-electrical exit and another non-electrical exit over there. Right there. See? So there's 3 exits in and out of this base. This is the one we came through. The one we want to go out is that one over there.
So we went electrical?
Well, we had to go to the electrical area to start the generator to get power. Oh, we've not been in this branch. This area. More ammo. Due to the speed the handgun fires, I actually found it to be quite reasonable at taking down some opponents. So that's actually not a bad option, especially silenced. What, little dude?
How do the robots?
They have sensors, and so we can actually use a radio to distract them by playing noise, and they'll go over there to check it out and be like, huh? What? And then you can use that to set traps for them, which I really learned I need to get better at doing.
Why?
Because I've been made clear to me that I'm not very good at it when I did some work, and I need to get better at it.
We see where that the big bossy robot is. That just got that
Right here.
better. We go to him.
Boss of the naval base. Yeah, but if you look, we're down here. It's going to take us a while to get up there. Okay?
Okay.
So we're going to let Dragon finish
Why is it
getting
called,
its stuff figured out and found.
Why is it called Boss of the Name?
They give all the bosses a name.
I think I found it about everything I can see at the moment. Every room I go in looks like I've already gotten it.
Okay. Oh, there it is. I was like, I thought I saw a bag. I did.
Or you'll be called a man. A bid.
Ammo.
So
Not
you
much.
would be called a bid. Ha ha ha.
I think you're out of your mind.
So that would mean I'm a kid. Did you notice I'm doing rhyming?
Yes, I did. It was not that hard for me to realize that. Okay, when you're ready, let me know. There's upstairs and downstairs and all on the floor we were on that all have some stuff. And I'm trying to figure out where this item is to pick up, and I haven't been able to figure it out yet.
What item?
There's information right there. That icon is info or side mission. And so I was trying to find it. Oh! We have a main mission here
Do main mission?
to listen to this recording. So I'm not going to do that without you.
Yeah, I think I just listened to something.
Well, you didn't go where I was because the door was closed.
It said take. I hit take, and right when I took it, it played the message, played a thing like from troops or something.
Is it where you're at?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one I was looking at. Yeah. I forgot to come in here.
This is Corporal Pavel Svoboda, Minkin Command. The enemy is approaching and about to engage us. We require urgent reinforcements. Repeat, urgent reinforcements. Respond, over. We have a visual. 4,
Stop.
5 machines approaching. We won't be able to hold South from Sudan much longer. Respond, over. Platoon, get ready.
One thing I still have is that hand thing.
That hand thing?
Oh, was that
Yeah, I
a
think that
robot?
other thing you said you're collectible. You said you're gonna show me.
Okay, I couldn't quite hear you over the kid. What?
I think it was the collectible, maybe.
Oh, yeah. There's the blue one back there. That was we picked. Oh, the other thing I wanted to show you. Yeah. No. There's a main mission, and then there's a collectible to show you. The collectible is the hand. There's stuff in the car, though. Since we're here, let's grab it. I've learned that there's no such thing as too many resources. And I've learned that I'm being detected by something.
Ow.
Because I saw an icon show up. Oh, there it is.
Where?
It's floating right there. Nope, missed him. What? Who detected me? Well, there's one in there, apparently. Oh, there it is. There's the doggers. No, they're not actually dogs.
Stop clicking me, Leo. Oh, stop petting me. Stop, Leo.
Pop him on the nose. He's being disrespectful and not listening.
Trying to.
What are you supposed to do? Lay down. Lay down.
And he walks away.
Whatever. At least he's not sticking his face in your toes.
Yeah. Where are my moves?
Well, the point is he's not listening, and he's supposed to listen. So, yeah, apart from that, it doesn't matter what he's doing. He's disobeying. That's not okay. Nothing at all in this building. Lame. Lame, dragon. Lame. Oh yeah, by the way, I picked the lock for you. If there's any lock that needs to be picked, just holler and let me know and I'll pick it. I am good with picking all the locks for you.
How many? What?
That was part of playing with you, is that I can free up that skill for you so you can do others. What's funny is every single one of those doors to open would need to have the lock picked. So I would have to use 4 lock picks to open up all those doors on that building.
Yeah, I was going to ask, is it go through the lockpicks as you use them?
I made a lot of them early on, so I haven't burnt through them yet. But, let me see, how many do I have on me right now? 8. I have 8 on me.
8 lock pickers?
But yeah, if you look at this building that I picked the door on, you'll see that there's still... Oh, that one opened. Interesting. But to open the other one, I'd have to pick the lock again. I have seen it where I literally would have to pick every single door. And it's like, okay. So that would basically, I could open it up, but it would be a waste. Well, let's not do that.
How do you
So we'll run back to the command center. That's the blue shield icon. Because that's where our storage is. We will process the stuff. And then we will go to the other locations. Actually, since you're here, Dragon, come here. Since you're, yeah, right in there. Since you're here, I was going to say we might as well do this one.
Lieutenant Dilemma, this is Veslan again. I have to use the phone since radio communication is down. Likely sabotaged by hostile agents in preparation for the main assault. The phone lines could be the next target, so I need to know the status of the tower at Saltholmen Naval Base. Can you confirm that the tower
The Saltholmen Base. That's west from here. Sounds like it has some kind of radio mast, and that it was sabotaged when this whole thing started.
Yeah, it must have been part of the enemy strategy. All our radio comms went down on day 2, and the phones, they were next. Afterwards, it was total radio silence.
Then, if we can get rid of the cost for the interference, maybe we can use the long-range radios and call for help.
Yep. Doesn't sound like a bad idea. Alright, so I have a few things to break down.
I'm guessing sometimes she's helpful and sometimes she's not.
She's helpful. She's trying to help you because it helps her as well. You're helping her and she's helping you because you're the only people that are here. So are you going to not help each other and let the robots win, or are you going to help each other?
Help each other.
Well, that's the choice that we made. And that she's made. So the other day, Dragon, I did a test run of a few things playing on this, and I came across a group that made me go through 6 or 8 adrenaline shots. I'll see you later, little lady.
You said we needed 10 of something before we could do something. Was that a small EMP cell?
Before we move out of here and head off, I figured we should process our loot and drop our weight.
I got 12 EMP, small EMPs.
You can break them down. 10 of them.
See you later.
And if you need ammo, like, let me know. I can either pull out of my stash if I have the type you need, or I can drop that ammo pack or bake sub. Oh good, we've got some rockets. I used up like all my rockets the other day trying to see if a base would blow up, but apparently I couldn't break the walls at all because nothing happened. And I'm like, really? I wish there was an indication on which walls could be damaged and which ones can't.
Sometimes you can damage some walls
Yeah.
when you don't want to.
Well, when you hit them, they take damage. Others apparently don't take damage, and I didn't see an indication on how to tell which ones can be damaged and which ones can't.
Why'd you shoot the boy?
Because it was a robot base and I was trying to destroy it.
Are we at that point right now?
Sort of.
Past that point?
If you come across an outpost, I thought you could destroy it, but I wasn't able to. Apparently some you can and some you can't.
Some you can, some you
So
can't.
I have this on me. I have this on me. And I have this on me. Well, that reminds me. I think I had a spare MP5 if you want it, Dragon. Yeah, I have a few guns. If you want anything, let me know. I have a 5.56, a 50, a 7.6, couple 7.62. I got a semi-auto 12 gauge if you like shotguns.
I think I'm okay at the moment. I got
Okay.
the 7.62 and the handgun I'm using.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good, man.
You have a hammer?
Yes.
For what?
In case I need a melee weapon to bash things.
Does it seem bashy
got-
enough to me?
24 paramedic response packs. So if you want, I can grab those and we can use those to heal. I don't tend to use them when I'm by myself because they're an area of effect thing, and I'm like, well, I might as well just save it and use it with Dragon.
Cause it goes just anywhere around.
Yeah, it's area of effect. So whenever you trigger it, it's healing, healing. And so if I'm going to use it, I'd rather use it with Dragon. That's the same reason I didn't use up my ammo packs, because it gives ammo to anyone in the area. So I was like, I'm going to save those and use them when I'm with Dragon so that he gets ammo too.
Why does it
Be
give,
friendly and share.
Why does it give ammo to anyone in the area?
Because that's what it does. It's an ammo packet. It's labeled as it gives ammo to the gun that you have equipped to those around.
Does Dragon have any ammo?
I believe Dragon has ammo.
I mean, any ammo?
I don't know if Dragon has any ammo packs.
Hey, Dragon, do you have any ammo packs?
Don't think so.
What about medical packs? Dragon,
It's paramedic response packs.
do you have any paramedic response packs? Paramedic response packs. Dragon, do
Yeah,
you?
got some type of med kit thing.
The paramedic response pack.
Nothing that looks like that.
Okay. Yeah, it's box. You probably have the standard med kits that look like a little pouch.
Yeah.
And you probably have the ones that are smaller. They're probably a tannish color.
Yep.
It's almost like I know something.
So
Got
you
your
would be
standard
a
first aid
chicken.
kit, 14.
Dude, you're so loud. I can't hear Dragon talking when you do that.
Sorry.
If I have like a rifle scope, and it would have like the gun symbol if it's attached to the gun, right?
Correct.
So otherwise I can like just scrap it, recycle.
Yeah, if you don't need it, you can either recycle it or store it. So if you look at my stream, you'll see that they have the gun icon because they're attached to a main gun. It's that same icon.
So I've got
And handgun attached to handgun.
I've got the 6-12X rifle scope in green, and then I got the 4-8 rifle scope also in green. Which one's better?
One has a better zoom than the other. And so it's more what range you want to look at. If you want to be able to aim easier and hit them when they're closer to you, the 4.8's better. If you like being able to...
Distance would be the 6-12 though, right?
Yeah.
I think we want to switch to
The
that.
furthest distance scope is the 612. Gives you from 6 to 12 times magnification.
Yeah, that's the main purpose I want that gun for. Otherwise, the handgun I want to just keep for the close-ups. Man.
That's fine then, yeah. Yeah, I can't give you that one. I could give you a 50 if you want a 50. Or we can head out and get you another rifle. I'm sure we'll find more hunting rifles, because I broke down one of these the other day because I didn't think you'd want it. Because I'm having a hard time with the .270 ammo.
What, having a hard time rounding it up?
Finding it, getting it. It's the ammo I have the least on. I actually have more 50 cal ammo than I do 270.
You've missed mostly things.
I keep finding a lot of 243.
And
You're so loud.
why?
What, Dragon?
I keep finding a lot of 243.
243? Yeah, 243 is fairly common. I got quite a bit of that. It's the 270 that I don't have a lot of. I can make it, so that's not a problem, but...
Keep coming across 12 gauge, got a few 44.
Mm-hmm. And I can actually make all the ammo except for the experimental. And I need to get a few more points so I can unlock the 44 full metal jacket. That seemed to be the less likely to be used, so I held off on that. That was the last one to me. Technically, if you want to go shotguns, there's electronic pulse rounds, which I'm wondering if they'd be worth doing.
So apparently this gun can only hold the 4.8 rifle scope. But it's
Oh,
not showing me for the... I got the other one, but it's not showing I can attach it on this gun.
it may not. It may not allow it. Not all rifles can use all scopes. Like the SMG, the MP5 that, or HP5 that I have, technically has a rail for the scopes, but it won't let me put the bigger scope on it. I have to only do the red dot.
Probably just means this gun's range isn't that good either.
I mean,
50-50.
it just means it drops more.
So, what are the little star things that we were in the room I started in earlier?
Show me what you're talking about. Oh, these. Yeah. His Royal Highness, welcome. These are special side missions, assignments you can do.
You know, like assignments.
And you will earn additional resources that when you complete them, will show up in this retrieval trunk next to it. And you can join us if you want, Harry. I saw you playing this game the other day. You probably know it better than both of us do.
Definitely me.
We're peddling noobs.
So I don't have to worry about the stars right now then, right?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt to see what the missions are. Like, I need to blow some cars up. And the base assaults, I don't know that we're going to be doing the assault or defense missions.
I just don't want to die that much.
Not a problem, man. Enjoy your eating and hope we're entertaining for you. You don't want to what? You don't want to die that much? From what?
I just want to live a little.
Oh, yeah. No, you're good, man. You'll live. Are we all set to go?
I'm good to go.
All right. So the one I wanted to go to was this exit. Oh, I definitely get why you're on the Dark Tide train, man. That new DLC with a Chaos Spawn. Whoo! Oh. Yeah, exactly.
They got reports of the machines building something in the farmlands. I don't like the sound of that.
Building something? That sounds like the machines are really taking over. Even more than they already have, I mean.
Kid, could you check this out? It seems like the soldiers that were sent from Westland to investigate this never reported back. Maybe you can pick up the trail at the church where they were supposed to meet the other soldiers. Let's hope they manage to find out more.
So you want to leg it, or do you want to bike it?
Like it.
All right. Actually, quick question for you, Harry. You might know the answer to this. When I go to multiplayer and try to invite, it will not pop up the screen for me. Like, it won't let me do it. And I actually reinstalled the game as well. Do you know what might be going on with that? Well, R key's working because I can reload. That was one of the first things I checked. Cool. Not a problem. He said it's new to him, and I'm like, all good. Figured I'd check.
Yeah, I don't understand the invite thing. I mean, like I said, I'm on a controller, but
Yep. It's all good, man.
Instantly for me.
All right, show me the way. I'll follow you.
Dragon,
I
think we
don't
should
know
go.
the
No,
way.
I'm online on Steam because I got his invite. Well, it depends on which one you want to go to. So if we hit map, we have 2 red dots to the... What's that direction? Left, west of us. Or we can go to the south and check out the buildings to the south of us. It's kind of, where do you feel like going and exploring?
Dragon, let me tell you what I would like. I would like to go to that big boss.
Let's-
Little dude wants you to go fight the boss robot. That's up by the building blocks mission.
I don't know if we're ready for the little dude's peak.
All right.
You
well,
think?
I mean,
Let's clear south and go back up.
but yeah, we can go down south and check out the camp there, and There's a couple farms to the south. There's a lighthouse we can go to, or we can go do the 2 main missions to the west of us.
I say all the way south and work our way back up.
Mm-hmm. Lead the way. And that's because I've already done some of it, so I like letting you have fun with it too.
Run into dragon, eh?
There you go. I ran into dragon.
That's the big boss.
No,
Which robot is
that's one of the hunter ones.
like a
Well, that's what they call them.
I thought they were called runners.
Were they called runners? Maybe they're called runners. I don't know, dude.
The ones that
I can't keep the name straight.
The ones that stay on 2 legs are hunters.
Okay. See, you remember it better than me. I got too many things to remember, buddy.
The ones that are like low to the ground, that
I have it set to invite only.
super low to the ground. Those are.
I didn't see a choice for friends only. I saw invite only and I saw public.
Why are there so many just around here?
They didn't have a chance to get their stuff because they ran when the robots started attacking instead of getting themselves shot to bits. Either that, or they got taken, or they got shot to bits. Well, I don't know what's going on. I just know that we're dealing with a robot invasion. Oh yeah, see, look. This one tried. He didn't make it. I don't know. Since we all have to be warriors, maybe it was.
I'm talking about a person from the middle camp.
Oh, no, it's not an army person. It was a civilian warrior. That's actually how the game opens. It says that everyone is part of the defense strategy. The defense strategy that the country we're in has. This country the game takes place in is called... not Switzerland.
Civilization Zero.
What's the name, Dragon?
Civilization Zero.
No, Generation Zero is the name of the game. Sweden. Sweden. Yes. Thank you, Harry. It's like, I know the name, and my brain is just not giving it to me. Like, brain. You making it, Dragon?
Are we going towards the boss? Are we going towards the boss?
Not right now. Dragon said he wants to check out down here
Oh,
first.
shoot.
Whee!
Are you cuddling at all?
No.
I didn't. Why don't you just let lie down?
Because I could.
You do that with every night going down.
I mean, I could.
Are you doing it with that?
I might. I'm thinking about doing so. Well, there's a few cars here, and a house, and a farm. You know what that means.
Stuff?
Yeah, loot.
Or should I say muff? Get it?
No, I don't. Oh, forgot to check the hood. Car battery, car battery, car battery, car battery! No. I need car batteries. I can make
I have
ammo
something
packs
for
with car
you.
batteries. You what?
Speaking of that, I have something for you.
Oh. What do you have for me? Is it a nightmare?
Probably.
I take it you have some car batteries based on the fact I just said that.
One.
Cool. Yeah, I can either make field radios or ammo packs with car batteries.
Looks
Both
like
are good resources.
super good resources.
Mm-hmm.
And ammo is a chicken resource.
No.
I don't.
No.
I don't even know why these farmers would have bullets if they get me.
Because the country's law is that everyone has to have bullets.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they had a rule after World War I of total defense strategy is what they called it, where everyone had to be trained, skilled, and ready to defend the nation. So they actually had everyone get trained how to use guns and made sure that there was plenty of guns floating around to be used in case they were needed. And then other countries have the policy where they try to say nobody can have guns.
Why?
Because different countries choose to think that different choices make sense. And you know what? Sometimes they're right and sometimes they're wrong.
But this country was right.
Well, in this game, yes, they were right.
Maybe.
However, we don't know where the robots came from, so that's something we need to find out first. Because if the robots came from the country itself and turned on the country, then not so much. There's something fishy going on. So we'll find out, though.
At the very end.
I don't know. I don't know when. I don't know much about it.
Will it ever end anyway?
Yeah, it'll end. Ready? Right between his eyes. Oh, wait. I love this about the game. I cannot hit him.
How are you doing the car?
I have a mission to blow up cars. But apparently that car can't blow up. And I was waiting until it was looted. And I didn't want to blow up Dragon. I was a bit close for that.
I felt the vibration. I thought I was for a second there.
Nope, that was me. Do you, you left your bike, I take it?
Yes, both right before we came in to the town.
Okay. Oh wow, chain reaction. So those can get blown up. Did that count as one car? Or 5 cars? I don't know. And I don't know if there's a way to check other than going back to base.
What they?
The bunker we were in. So the fact that the chain reaction hit means they all count?
But Daddy, do you know what we need the collectibles for?
Collecting.
Look.
Check assignments tab. Oh, hey, look, it is a tab. Harry, you're so smart. Yes, and each car did count. I have 6 cars. I need to blow up 4 more cars.
Oh.
I'm thinking about buying the motorbike DLC, Dragon, so we can have an off-road bike. I don't know if you do or don't want to do that sort of thing.
That
He connected the robot head to a motor? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. Looks like they didn't make it.
at least they
Here you
got
go.
one robot.
2 med packs. You take them.
Got one robot.
I opened the locker over there for you. Yeah, that's true. Looks like they got 2, actually.
Yeah. At least they got 2 then. Or maybe 3. Most likely that they got 2. Even more likely they got 1
It's all good, man.
if,
I appreciate it, though, Harry. You checking.
if that one.
I'm just puzzled as to why my invite isn't inviting. Like, I hit the button, as you saw. R is working because I can reload. So it's not the button. Dragon, did you take the 2 med packs in here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So there's 2 in here for me, then. I want to make sure you got them. Alright, cool. Head on. Head on, head on. Exactly what I was thinking, Harry. I was considering getting the motorbike DLC so that there's an actual decent off-road bike, the dirt bike, and that is exactly the reason I was thinking about getting it. I do like that they gave the bike DLC for free. Like, the fact that how many games nowadays actually give you free packs, to, you know, as well as the purchased one. Yeah, the dirt bike looked like it should be the best off-road. Which way you want to go, Dragon?
Be able to over here.
Oh, yeah.
How do you know?
Dragon, can you ring your bike? It's your attack trigger. Apparently he decided he wants to get off his bike. Because he saw that.
Is it?
It's one of the big walker robots.
Oh.
And I think it's, yeah, 2 of them.
A hunter. Nope, it's a hunter.
See?
Yep, hunter's away. Hunt a hunter. That's funny. Does he hear you?
Nope. Yeah, you can't use night vision on your... Not using a scope or binoculars.
You were using a
This-
scope.
Yeah, the dev team's very generous with DLC content. Yeah. Yeah, before when I played it, I tried it out. They didn't have any voiced actors or, you know, the characters in the game. And so it was kind of odd trying to figure out what happened when there's no one to talk to or give missions. It just kind of was there. It's a lot better since they added the characters.
Shoot your bike, Dex. At least if you find another bike, shoot.
Why?
Now, what button did you say it was to ring the bell?
Counts as a cause.
Your fire button?
What was that little light?
Like you're firing your gun? This dragon coming. Did you ring it?
I don't think I can.
Oh, interesting.
On a controller, the same button to fire is the same button I need the pedal.
Okay.
Why'd you shoot?
There's because it's a bad thing. It blocks our signal. There's a field radio here. I don't know if we both get it or if you get it.
I've got one already, so
Okay. Well, it doesn't hurt to pick them up. Floaters. I thought I saw another one. I'm not seeing it now. Yeah. I have noticed most of it's per player. I just noticed some world-based ones that are sitting there in the world aren't. But the containers, yeah, I love that the containers are instance-based where everyone gets their own. Like, that is awesome. That's one of the things that Dragon and I tested before we started playing. And I was like, oh, I'm so happy about that. Like, there's so many things they did right on this game.
Want to blow this up? Does it count as a car?
It might count as a car. I don't know that I want to blow it up yet.
Like,
Because I was pretty sure I saw another robot around, and I think I'd rather take the robot out first. Okay, it's in this house, it sounds like. No, I said jump on the boat, not off the boat. You gotta climb up the boat to get up here, Dragon. Ooh, ammo. I like the ammo.
you're right.
I know. Oh, here you go. There you go, Michelle. Oh, great.
What?
Another one just got promoted to be a tougher enemy to fight.
Why?
Oh, it's actually kind of fun. I'm just pretending that I'm upset about it. Oh. There's a crate behind the door in here, Dragon. In the closet. I know. It's through that door. I'm not worried about those little ones. I can deal with those little ones. They're just annoying. They're not that bad. They're just annoying. The other ones are bad. The big ones are really bad. I got hit by a big one the other day when I was checking out a few things. And it's bad. See? Told you. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. I need to know how to take out the big ones, because they kick my butt.
The big ones, like super big ones.
Yeah.
You have to use the rockets on.
Yeah, but the problem is it still took... There's 2 of them, and they took, like, 6 rockets to take down.
So, what's...
I'm like, running out of rockets. And I don't have the ability to take this thing down.
You took... With 12 rockets.
Exactly. That's the problem. I had, like, 20 rockets. Or 30. And I blew them all because 12 went on those 2 guys. It could have been more than 12. And then I tried to use the rockets to blow up an outpost or a base that I saw. But apparently the walls were just impenetrable. You couldn't damage them. And so that didn't work. So yeah, I used up basically all my rockets. Dude, lay down. Don't be rude.
I didn't move without doing it.
What, the door?
No. Chair.
Oh, because someone kicked it. Dragon kicked it. Dragon's being a chair kicker. Hey, Dragon, I got a green rifle for you of the Mauser hunting rifle.
I don't use one.
Because I don't use it anymore.
I don't use.
Because I don't use it anymore.
Why?
I got other guns. That didn't go boom. Well, apparently you can't shoot those ones that have a tarp on them, because tarps are impenetrable by bullets. Now, I might be able to do it with explosives. I don't know. Dragon ran right by 2 flares, but it doesn't look like you can actually pick the flares up, which is odd. You can get the radio, except it won't let me get the radio. Interesting. Containers! But yeah, I love co-op games. I wish more games would allow co-op. I'm not a huge fan of MMOs. I'm not a big fan of, that sort of thing. But I love story games and I love co-op games. It's like I don't care to have 40 people playing, but I like the idea of being able to have a few. 4 is okay, 6 is okay, 12's okay, but I don't like the whole massive multiplayer stuff. It's just never been my thing. They're alright, some of the games are, it's just I don't enjoy them as much as the others. They tend to make them more geared towards tons of people, and I don't want tons of people. I want to do things with my friends. I want to hang out and play games with my friends.
Want anyone?
Not just random people. I like it being more controlled. Random people aren't very controllable. And so you can have people ruin your game. If you're trying to play a game and be immersed in the game and like role play the game, kind of like D&D, you can do that with this game because you can control who's in it. But if it's a massive multiplayer game where it's online all the time and anyone can jump in there, you can't so much because you can come across someone with a really weird name, or you come across someone who's, not playing the game. They're goofing off, and it's like it can take away some of the fun.
What's that?
That was a landmine. I stepped on a landmine. That may have already been exploded by the looks. Looks kind of burnt out already. Nope. Now it has.
Did it hurt you?
No, I was far enough away.
Whose bike was it?
Mine. Dragon, do you hear the bell?
Yeah.
Thought so. Little dude was asking, so I was getting verification. I already kind of knew the answer, but you know how it goes with kids. Now, I do want to get a...
I didn't find what button is my bell, though.
Yeah, it's all good. I do want to get a... I need to get a new router or switch
Did
to
that
extend the
guy- did
internet.
that just ring his bell?
No, that was me. So that we can see about getting a computer for him and getting him online.
And little dude was right. It was me.
Okay.
If there's police
I rang it too, so that was why I said no. But yeah, apparently Dragon did ring his bell, so you heard both. Oh! I'm going to go through all my lockpicks.
Oh,
Oh, maybe not. They're not all needing to be lockpicked. Because I'm terribly in need of loot, and so I can't not open all of these. I can't not open all of them. I have to open all of them. And it says there's something here, but I can't get it. So maybe it's outside. I did not know that.
you know.
You can toggle off the hold E to interact. I will have to look at that, Harry. Thank you. That is good.
Interact with what?
You notice how it takes me a while when I'm looking at something for it to open or for me to pick it up?
Yeah.
So like this, right? I have to hold it. So apparently he's saying there's a way to turn that off. And I did not realize that. It's not there. Settings, game, scroll down. 4th or 5th from the bottom. Toggle aim, toggle auto equip, aim sensitivity, heartbeat, hold to interact. That's cool. Oh, that is better. That is nice. Thank you, Harry.
See a lot of trouble over the read right there.
A lot of trouble? Where's a lot of trouble? I don't see a lot of trouble.
A lot of trouble.
Because it got cold. Because it died. Well, shut down, didn't really die, but only things that are living can technically die. Oh no, sprint is disabled.
It's disabled.
Because I'm carrying too much. Oh man, that was close. I almost blew everyone's eardrum. Just had a sneeze and I was like, oh no, did I not mute in time? And I was like, oh good, it was muted. Whew. I try to mute when things like that happen, to not blow people's eardrums.
And me screaming.
I got a car battery. Yeah.
Are you also including me
Yes,
screaming?
I would like you to not scream. That would be very nice for all of our viewers if you would not scream.
I was just wondering.
In fact, Dragon would take it as a personal, appreciated endeavor if you would do your best to not scream.
Okay.
because he doesn't like having his ears blown.
Like I've done before.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just joking.
All right, Dragon. That was a fun little endeavor, was it not?
What was?
I was thinking about what the machines are building. Do you think it's some kind of weapon or something?
Could be a weapon. It could be a secure base for them. Who knows? We don't even know who's controlling them, let alone their motives.
Maybe this building business will show us what they're planning, though, when we find out what it is.
True enough. We'll get to know our enemy better. That's always good.
Always good, Dragon. It's always good. Not sometime, not often, always good.
Why is it always good when they get to know enemy better?
Because then you know what's going on and how to fight them or defeat them.
Which apparently is always a good one.
I mean, it's good to know your opposition, what you're against. Even if it's not an enemy. Any challenge or opposition or difficulty that you face, the more you know about it, the better you can adjust and deal with it.
I did pick up a landmine.
Good. Did you want a green rifle, by the way? It's a 243.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm using, what am I using? I don't remember what I'm using. Got a green, automata something.
Aglatromag 4?
That one, yeah.
Yeah, the 5 I have, it's 556. The one you have is 762. Not here. Maybe they got away. We can always hope that people escaped, right?
But the looks that's empty is not very.
Well, the fact that it's empty doesn't tell us if they died or escaped or were taken, right? It just says they're not here. It means they weren't killed here. But that's all we know is that they weren't killed here.
People think that
Yeah, Harry, that's so much nicer to not have to hold it for every item. Thank you.
So I got the object penetrating vision module.
The which one?
Object penetrating vision.
Oh,
module.
that's cool.
vision.
Would that be better than the
I
other one I'm
haven't
using?
used that one, so I'm not sure.
Try to see if I can swap it on this gun.
Exactly, Harry. The seconds add up. It's not necessarily that it helps with one item, but over the course of hundreds of items, you're like, yeah, that was a minute saved. So there's a
Have a
schematic and a
light-
weapon up here.
I have a light com array lure.
Jesse, this
Say that again, a light?
It said light communication array lure.
I don't know that one.
Well, I'm gonna give that and the battery to you.
Okay.
Jesse, this is the house.
This is the lighthouse, and that's why I'm going up it. I'm exploring. It says that there's a schematic and a weapon here. So I want to find a schematic and a weapon for Dragon. Because it seems like when I find him here, he gets them too. But I didn't find a weapon. And there's nowhere else up to go. And I didn't find a schematic. So maybe he has to do it. I don't know. Dragon, it says there's a weapon and schematic up here, but I'm not seeing them. Maybe I lost. I don't know.
Yes, you're not. Oh, now you're not.
No, the door's open.
Like the people that were living in that house were big house.
Yeah, there's two of them up there, wasn't there? Two poor people. It's sad. Evil robots. Well, that reminds me, I need to blow up a few more cars. So while Dragon looks for the stuff, I'm gonna go pop a few cars while he's not around, so I don't have to worry about hurting him.
Does any car
Yeah,
or does it have to be, or does it?
it needs to be a car that goes boom.
So will these cars count?
Yeah. We searched all these, right? Yeah, we did.
There's 30 pieces that came to
Hmm?
three pieces.
It's not going boom.
Matic?
I think it went boom. I'm dead. Luckily I have an adrenaline shot so I can get up. That hurt.
Looks like you got a little too close.
Yeah, I was a bit close on that explosion, I think. And that's why I wanted to do it without Dragon here, because I didn't want to accidentally risk blowing him up.
Like you did with you yourself.
Yeah.
You blew yourself up. That's
Well,
kind
if I do it to myself, you know, that's one thing. If I do it to him, it's another thing. I don't want to blow him up.
or you'll be called a schematic.
No.
Did it?
No.
Why don't you see if that actually counts?
It counted. That's what that ding was. It said it's telling me that I completed my mission.
Really? I didn't hear it. Moving.
You didn't listen very well then. That probably is because you were talking. That was Dragon because my hand wasn't on it. Faster, Dragon, faster!
Who said that?
I said that.
Or then why did you say faster pizza, faster pizza?
Why are you losing your mind?
Why are you losing your mind?
Because I have a child who's making me lose it.
So fair.
Dragon? We alright there?
Yeah, I was looking at the map.
Alright, no, it's all good. I'm just checking. I thought you were saying you wanted to come back up this side and head over to the missions.
The robot mission? I hope it is.
Yeah. Starting at the bottom, work my way up.
Alright, lead the way.
Hey, Dragon, let's start
Obviously,
the
you know,
robot
believe
mission,
that.
okay?
You know, whenever he's talking and you talk over him, I can't hear him.
Dragon, let's finish the robot mission.
That's cool. How'd you do that?
What?
What's that?
You pulled a wheelie. Yeah, I didn't know you could do that.
How do you do it?
I don't know how he did it.
Drag it.
I didn't
Well,
know
the
you could
controller,
do that.
I don't know.
What
That's
button-
cool.
Pull back on the joystick.
What's a wheel?
All good. It's where he makes his front wheel pop up and his back wheel's down. So there's a homestead to our southwest,
What's poppy?
or we could keep going straight for the mission.
And what's poppy, please?
I literally just said.
I thought they were just called wheel.
Sometimes it's just called a wheelie, sometimes it's called popping a wheelie. Depends on who you're talking to and what they want to call it.
Yeah, I want to go to the west.
Da, da.
So the mission thing, which one is that one?
We're hiding in the grass. We will get him soon.
It doesn't look an idea.
Well, not if you're looking at that character, but if you think that you are a character hiding in the grass looking at that character, then you would.
Yeah, got another castle with main mission, then all the way over there, there's a, what's that one saying?
Mm-hmm.
Calling for help, main mission.
Oh, I still have skill point. That's cool. That's actually not a bad one.
Bad one.
Boosted healing. So what do you think? Is this good looks for our guy?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. We got Dragon and us. And technically we could have 2 more people. Yep. So if we were able to get your computer up and running and connected, you could play, and then Harry, who we've been talking to, could play too. And so there would be 4 of us.
Would it able to be 5 people?
Nope, just 4.
Why?
Because what the game said. The game said 4 people. 4 people.
What if they said that you could only do up to 100 million?
Then they'd have a real problem.
Why?
I don't think their game is built well enough to handle that many people all on the same map.
Why?
Because it's really hard to make a game that can handle that level.
What if they said just 5,
Then it probably would work.
6,
Should be doable.
7,
Don't know.
8,
You'd have to ask them.
100,
You gonna take a nap?
200,
You didn't answer me.
300, 400, 600, 700, 800, 900. Please answer answering me. And no, I'm not good. But why are there those beans? Looks like you failed the ball.
Ow.
That did take me.
Says you. You didn't count how many.
How many did you shoot?
You tell me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 123 too.
No.
You took 122 minutes. Took 100 minutes. And
Sure. I'm gonna blow this car up on Dragon when he's next to it. Don't tell him. You realize the issue with that is I literally had the microphone on so he knows. And I'm not actually going to do that.
He knows to stay away from the car.
Daddy, do it.
No, I'm not going to do that to Dragon. I already did it once. But I told him what I was going to do. And it was before we really started playing to test.
If it would work.
Well, I wanted to know. I tested and I knew I couldn't hit him directly, so I was like, if we accidentally hit cars next to each other, will that hurt each other? And so I was trying to test so that we know what can and can't hurt each other, so that when we're playing, we can choose to not kill each other. So it was before we actually started playing when we were making sure we could connect,
What are the fires?
because they got blown up.
How are fires going this rain?
That's an excellent question. To which I ask you, any nice words you want to say for this poor lady?
Not for what I know.
She died protecting our country, and you don't want to say any nice words?
You won't be able to hear them.
But you're honoring her memory. Doesn't that mean something?
Oh, she had her eyes open.
Is her eyes open?
Oh, her eyes are closed. Closed. And she's really pink.
Yeah, well, when people die, they tend to go pale. Oh, I got Dragon. You know I'm kidding. I can't hit him. That's the only reason I do it. And yeah, Harry, if there's any suggestions on how to play the game better, or strategies, or tips, tricks, I am open to it. Dragon, did you want to hit the missions? They're behind us. The road we're supposed to take is right here. If you wanted to go to the missions. It's up to you. I just thought I would ask.
It looks big.
Really? Okay. So machines will actually target flares over you. I did not realize that.
Players?
Dragon? Harry says flares are your friend. They'll distract machines. They don't burn very long, but they'll distract the machines for a bit. And fireworks are great too. They make machines target each other at random? Dragon, we've been playing this game wrong.
Obviously. I knew I was.
Hey, I didn't say I wasn't.
We need fireworks. That'll make them
Yeah.
big.
I broke down a lot of them because I didn't realize they were that good. Here's a big robot here. He has some steel. I need steel.
What?
Making armor-piercing rounds so I can shoot through the robot armor better.
You guys can get from those. Or
No, I get lead from these little ones, from the runners. The hunters, the walking ones, are the ones I get steel from.
I got a phone slash something in here.
Did you listen to it?
sheltering the evacuees in the base's underground hangars as per orders. That fax, I don't get it. Why did the army bring the civilians to Saltholmen? It goes against protocol.
But it sounds like they were really brought there, right? All this time, we've been desperate to find out why everybody vanished. If they're even alive.
I think that maybe we will really find your grandma and grandpa, your friends and everyone else in there. Whatever happened, we're really close now.
You're really close to what?
Close now to finding out what's going on and what happened. Ooh, there's a hunting rifle for you, dragon.
Those are very close.
We are, they're saying.
How do they know?
They're guessing. I'm overweight again.
Are we very close?
I don't know.
Ooh, gas tank. We're all like,
Can you say boom,
boom,
boom, boom, boom, boom?
boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, that's how many booms we got.
Aha! We need to boo up the robot.
I got a car battery. Woo!
Or they will, so they'll be called car batteries.
So I can make a field radio for fast traveling, or I can make an ammo pack with a car battery. So car batteries are really good.
Yeah. When did you get a car battery?
Well, I opened the car, and I checked it, and the car battery was still usable, so I took it.
I guess that they give you whatever's still usable.
Something like that. And I'm walking really slow. Ow.
Why are you walking so slow?
'Cause I'm overweight. I can't run. Dude, this still hurts from yesterday.
What? What? Oh,
No, the skin rip that happened.
what?
Helping you and your sister try out the tool.
Oh,
It's alright, I'm just telling you, it ripped my skin, so it still hurts. I was telling you why, I was like, ow! So you weren't wondering what was going on. So I'll probably bump it again on accident and say, ow! Because it hurts. It's very, very tender.
what does it hurt me?
Sensitive. It's very easy to hurt it. Bunker we can't go in. Okay, never mind then. Really?
I'll catch you by itself.
Didn't you hear dragon shooting?
Ah,
Okay, that's how it happened.
but
Dragon was just like and killed it.
I didn't see a bullet go by.
That's okay. How's it going out there, Dragon? Looks like you're doing fairly well.
Why do you let dragons?
I'm... He got them too. I've killed plenty for
up
him
on
as
the
well.
heel.
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying to let him enjoy the game as well, dude.
It was on the hill, started shooting at me first. I was like, had to go with it.
Locate military trucks somewhere along the Mascar Road. New mission. Supply convoy. It's our new mission we picked up. Find out what happened to the supply convoy. Rest in pieces, good agents of the military. We will use your ammo to kill the robots In your honor. Poor people.
They did it here.
Did they? You know, I don't know that they would hear me anyways, because even the alive people in the game don't hear me. It's almost like it's a game and they don't have voice recognition on it or something. Where a computer can recognize your voice and respond to it.
You're on your way to the Saltoman base? Good. Remember, our objective is to investigate the massive signal jamming and get the radios working again.
Yes, I know. That is the mission. What do you have to say about it? Anything particular? Ooh, ammo. No ammo.
What was the ammo?
They usually are ammo. Not always. Usually, they more often have ammo. See? Ammo. Most of the time, those crates are ammo. Which makes me happy, because I need ammo.
Are they mostly...
Dragon didn't kill that one.
Does it you kill for him?
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not making him do all of it. But I'm also not going to kill all of them for him, because then it wouldn't be fun for him. Sounds like Dragon's doing something now. There he goes. You got it.
Who's that?
That was something happening with the robot and with the game.
I do those routines after things like that.
Don't know. Uh-oh, there's another tick. Can you get a dragon? No, I missed.
Jesse, those are called runners because they can run.
Yep.
And the hunters are called hunters because they hunt. The ticks are called
There's
ticks.
more, I
Those are
think.
like ticks.
Something like that.
Machines patrolling the base. Makes
There you
sense.
go.
They must be stationed as guards.
Then it means we came to the right place.
Watch out, gas. Someone shot gas.
These two robots. Where are those ladies?
Because I'm almost dead.
I got gas.
He dropped gas on us. Apparently he's a unit that can shoot, spray, or create an area of gas to make us choke and get damage. Yeah, I saw one up there somewhere. Not sure where it went.
But it would be best if
I mean, it's always best if you find the target before it finds you.
I would say it's best if you find the target or get or Casper or little. That's bad. That's bad.
You're an interesting character, you know that?
I'm not a character. Robot. Two. I like the part two.
Trying to see if there's any ammo in here.
Party two.
No ammo in here.
Party two. Party
There's-
two.
Big thing there.
Party two.
Hello? Nothing in the truck.
Is there a truck that?
It is a military truck, but that's not the one they told us about for the mission, no. Oh, there's loot.
How do we get over?
We're gonna have to find out, aren't we?
That was easy. Jump in the water.
Happy?
Yeah. That's like this.
Nope. You can't swim. The game did not enable swimming. If you want to request them to, you can write a nice note to them and ask them to include swimming.
Good riddance. First, let's find a heavy-duty radio system and make sure it's functional. We need to rule out any hardware malfunction.
Man, that tick was annoying.
Cause he can run fast.
Yeah, it could. It was running all over. I'm thinking about changing out weapons next time we get back to base, just for fun. Nothing wrong with this one. Just try out some others. Does that sound okay?
Yeah. What's it going to be at least?
Okay, that's the only one I'm asking. Dragon doesn't care what I use.
He
I don't know
does.
that Harry cares what we use for a weapon.
He cares that you use a banana smash here.
We're not playing Biomutant. We don't have a banana banhammer. Banana banhammer just on Biomutant.
Remember that time we
No.
made a bio? These two silly things. Make something else with a toilet brush and something else.
Yeah, on Biomutant, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Well, Harry just said something for you.
What?
He said what he cares about is that you enjoy what you use. That's what he most cares about. Well, Dragon, I'm going to deploy a field radio.
Alright. This sounds like, yeah, electromagnetic interference coming from the signal emitter. I bet it's caused by a device placed on the radio mast itself.
I thought so. I pick up and I'm overweight. Okay, I'm still overweight. Dragon, I'm going to make a quick travel back to base and do some offloading because I dropped a field radio here. So if you want to continue, you can. If you just want to loot, you can. If you want to run back to base and come back here, you can. But I figured I'd tell you so you could go ahead and offload as well.
So that's what the enemy deployed to prevent us from coordinating our defense. Try the radio now. Hopefully the tower's working again.
The tower.
It was a tick that was on the radio that made it so it wouldn't work. Since Dragon did it before you saw it.
Damn, the signal's gone again. I didn't understand everything he said, but it was Russian. The Soviets are trying to get in touch with us.
There you go.
Another signal emitter must have taken over the jamming. Pontus, how can we find where the next radio mast is?
I'm sure you can find a map in the Saltholmen base. We gotta find it and remove those ticks. It's our best chance to let anyone know we're alive.
Why do I have so much weight? Oh, because I have 4,000 rounds of SMG ammo that I didn't realize I had. That'd do it. Dragon, did you realize that 4,000 rounds of ammo can make you be a little bit overweight?
It could be some of my troubles. Which one did you go to?
Oh, it don't matter. I'm gonna fast travel back there anyways, as soon as I'm done. Like I said, it was mainly just trying to cycle through it. Can't do that. Could do those. Can't do those. I've not been using that, so I'm going to drop it off.
What's the next spot you're going to shoot? This is a target.
Then
Uses that.
we will have to deal with that, won't we? Where is all my weight? Oh, 4,000 rounds, right. I keep forgetting the 4,000 rounds. For some reason, weighs a lot.
Because they're metal.
Yeah, well, it's a lot, so of course it would weigh a lot. It's more I keep forgetting I have that many on me. Was there any others I needed to recycle?
How many binoculars?
I should only have one pair. I've been making a point to recycle the others.
Are you what?
Dragon, I keep forgetting to drop the paramedic pack for you, so when you're wounded, let me know and we'll drop that.
Wait, why are there green and white?
There's not. There's just paramedic packs.
Why are some green and some white?
They're not paramedic packs.
What are the white ones then?
Ah, see, now that's a different question. So these are simple first aid kits. These, or no, those are simple first aid kits. These are standard first aid kits. And these are advanced first aid kits.
I thought you'd... What are the white
These are paramedic packs.
paramedic?
Paramedic response packs. Those are the ones that give you a healing area.
Those are the nicest, I'm guessing.
I mean, they're definitely good. Can I drop, do another 1,000 pounds of, or 1,000 rounds? Because I'm going to have to fast travel back there and then fast travel back again. Because, yeah. There was a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff there.
Like you were so fast.
I have something back here for you.
Okay. I will come take a look. I love the field beacons, though, because you can just pop them down and fast travel like that. That is something this game did. That is awesome.
Maybe it was a glitch.
See? We got wood and textile. Because we did that mission of blowing up cars.
Which are you?
I don't know that I'm going to do those missions because they involve things that we don't have. So apparently they're telling me there's guns and stuff that we can find here, but I don't know that it's true. Because I think it may just be it's telling me that because it's not registering that I'd already been here with you. Harry, how good are the shotgun electro rounds? What are they called? Electro something or other rounds. Electromagnetic pulse rounds. How good are they? You said you left something for me? Ooh, 2 car batteries and a... Oh, light calm array. Okay, lure. Yeah, that's... those can be broken down in sets of 10.
Okay.
The...
Luma ray?
Yeah.
What's a Luma ray?
I didn't say Luma ray. Maybe you should listen to what I'm saying if you want to know what I'm saying. Oh, wow. My storage is full. They shut everything down except Reaper for several seconds and have a large AoE, but they are very heavy. So there are better options. Cool. What are better options, mate? I ask. I think I need to break down some ammo.
Does you have so much?
Yeah. Like, I can't even store my gun. I still need 20. The 40mm EMP grenades from one of the weapon packs. Okay. I don't know what weapon pack that is, because I don't think I have the 40mm grenade. Thrown EMP grenade, interesting. Is it equipment? Not seeing that. Oh yeah, this is the one you're talking about. I don't have that one. Okay.
What's more?
There's a weapon DLC that you can get that has a grenade launcher. Resistance arrow, napalm thrower, resistance fire arrow, resistance explosive arrow.
Ooh, explosive arrow?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh.
Molotov cocktail, remote controlled explosive, portable machine gun turret. I want that. Portable cover, want that. Explosive toy lure. Interesting.
What's an explosive toy boat?
Heat rounds, shock ammo. These would be cool as well. How do you get the experimental ammos? And are they worth it? Oh, they all use uranium. Oof. That's not very common. Oh, completed by completing base defense and assault missions. Okay. Never mind. That's how you find them. You can go. Got it. Cool, cool, cool. Thank you, sir. I really don't want to break down these rounds, but I don't think we need 4,000 of them. And we do need some more space. What do I need? 2 of that. Is that titanium? No. 2 tungsten. I need 2 tungsten. How do I get tungsten? I didn't hear.
I did.
Okay. I need 2 units of
To
tungsten.
prove it.
Okay. I said I didn't hear you. Did I say you didn't or didn't hear you?
I was just proving it.
Okay. Just being clear.
Because you felt that well, right?
Mm-hmm. It's a rare spawn around the world space and reliably drops from rivals, breaking down 5 crown weapon. Okay. Well, that's going to be a while before I can get it then.
What?
Alright, we are having issues with that. So, should we go with the weapon I choose, or should I let
Good.
you have a
So the nearest
choice?
radio mast is in the west part of Norra Saltholmen. Then it must be close to Grantorp, I think. We gotta get in touch with those Soviets again.
I'm not so sure.
I think you should
Don't you
go
think it's
for the
possible the
one
Soviets are behind all of this?
dragon
Who else could it be?
doesn't have
Maybe
that
they're
gun
tracking
that-
down the last
that
survivors.
special gun that-
We don't know that for
Oh,
sure,
I'll be going
Pontus.
with binoculars
What
still.
if
I'm not getting rid of my
They
binoculars.
wanted to help us. Anyway, I don't think we have any other choice right now.
Jeez,
We don't have a choice but to try to ask them for help, is what she's saying.
ask who.
I asked you a question.
What? Does Dragon have the shotgun they have that has that with
Yeah, Dragon has that.
he has that
Yeah.
scoop on it?
I have 4 of those is enough for now. Yeah, he does. But I'll still have my binoculars. I'm asking, do you want to pick which one of these, or should I pick which one of these to
I
use?
think you should use your binoculars and let him do the shooting.
Okay.
So you can basically look out and
Well, I should still bring a gun to be able to shoot. So, do you want to pick, or do you want me to
I
pick?
think you should bring that one that has those wires on of that shotgun.
I didn't have a shotgun that had wires, to be clear,
The
son.
wires connected to
So that has
the wires
more
connected.
handling and rate of fire.
The wires connected to the scope with that.
And that has less.
With that. Was connected to the gun on that one.
Okay, well I can put that on a bunch of them.
It has night.
I know what you're talking
I want
about.
the one that's connected.
Okay, I can put that on a number of them, son. Okay.
I want one that's connected.
Mm-hmm. That does more than that. And that has a little better fire handling and rate of fire, but less damage. And that just has more ammo. That has a good bit of damage.
Please go with the one that
You didn't tell me the name of the one you picked.
I told you I want gun that that wired scopes connected to. And
I
want
know.
that
I know
one.
you said that.
I want that.
Okay.
I picked it.
I know.
Maybe you should equip your.
You want me to bring the hammer?
Like it trash stuff.
762.
For your binoculars. That's all you need.
Yeah, I'm bringing the binoculars. Don't worry. I'm not getting rid of the binoculars. I'm keeping the binoculars. I have the binoculars. I will use the binoculars. I got the binoculars.
I'll just tell you that you need for your gun, binoculars, and scanners.
Debating between that and that. No, we should go with that, because then we can use the module.
Later, I'll design, make this, will give you a better way. You give me the hammer when I join the game, I'll be hitting away with that stuff for you.
So should I have a silencer or a barrel extender?
Silencer.
I heard you, son.
I'm going to silence your head. Get it?
No. AG4. AG4 is that one. Yeah. But it does quite a bit less. Damage is the same though. Are you using the AG4? The Auto Metagrav 4?
Don't think so.
Dragon? Apparently Dragon went silent.
Just lift because silence.
Oh.
I'm not using that one yet.
Silence.
What, Dragon?
I'm not using that one at the moment.
Okay. Well, that's disappointing.
I think I had one though.
Oh wait, you wanted me to keep that, you said. The hammer.
Oh, and lockpick. Just
Oh yeah, we'll keep the lockpicks. Why are you doing that?
like the light room.
Mm-hmm.
Walk up the room.
Okay, I think we're good with that. And we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 5 and 8 are open. Oh, because I don't have that. I should probably get that. I'm gonna grab one field radio because I forgot.
Oh, good idea.
And it's good to have one on you.
Okay, sweet. Can we get me playing this game?
I did say what needs to happen for that to happen.
What needs to happen?
We need to get a device so that the computer over there would have connection to do it.
What device do we need to get?
a switcher router, basically a internet splitter. Or I guess we could get a wireless card for your computer, but those don't work as well. I'd rather hardline it, because then it's easier to control your internet access.
Why do you want to control my internet?
Because internet can be dangerous. And I want to keep you safe, because you're my child.
How would internet be dangerous?
Oh, my boy, my boy. We can tell your age. Dragon, how can the internet be dangerous? Kind of shows an age, doesn't it?
But what age are you talking?
Your age.
Age that you're right now?
Mm-hmm.
6?
Because, see, people can tell that you're not older based on the fact of that statement. Because if you were older, you'd understand what I said means, and you wouldn't have asked how, you would know. And that's okay. Some kids your age do know, and that's unfortunate.
Why is that unfortunate?
Because it means that they've experienced it. Yay, ammo.
Yay, Emma. Too tired.
I should blow up all these cars on Dragon.
Yes, do it.
I should wait till Dragon's right next to them and then blow them all up.
Yes,
Hey, car battery.
do it. Do it.
Dragon, I got a car battery.
Daddy, do it.
Why would I do that to him? He's over there.
Dragon, let us see if there's anything in each car. Want to get stuff on the car?
He's already looted the car, son.
Aww.
That's why the hood's already popped up, because he's already gone through. Why do you want Dragon to get shot? Or not shot, blown up.
Because it will be funny.
Maybe when you play, we'll blow you up.
Oh boy. I'll stay away from all the cars.
Dragon, you missed 2 cars over here.
Then when you get near a car, I'll be spying on you. Even to make to see
Dude,
if
I don't care.
Slow.
If Dragon blew the car up right now, it wouldn't really hurt my feelings.
Why?
Because I would just use an adrenaline shot and get right back up and keep going.
What if I took all your drinks?
You can't take my stuff.
What if I just what if I need them? What if I just started a game I need all of them?
I would give you some. I'm not going to give you all of mine. And I can build more. I have the recipe to build them.
This is it. The South Holman Bunker. According to that fax you found, this is where the population of the archipelago was brought to on day 1.
Driver doesn't have any. And and you're at a car, and I shoot the car, and I blow you up.
Then we will not worry about it.
Why?
Why should we?
Because you'll be out of the game.
Okay. Then we'll go play Farm Simulator together and you can play the game by yourself.
What if I cancel Farm Simulator?
You can't.
What if I cut the power? Freeze.
Then that means I cut the power to the house. And no screens work.
No, that doesn't do anything to me.
Oh, really? I'll remember that tomorrow. And Monday and Tuesday when you say you want to watch something, I'll tell you you can't this week. I'll talk to Mommy and say we can't do any screens this week because power doesn't work.
No.
But that's what we just said. So, and you said it wouldn't affect you.
It would affect me if I did it myself.
Oh, well, you are doing it yourself by the words you're using.
I mean, by doing it myself like do it actually by myself, actually turning off the switch to the electricity.
But you don't know where that is.
I could ask mommy where it is. And
You could. And you know what your mother would probably say?
What?
You don't need to know. Besides, you shouldn't be touching it anyways.
I would tell her I wouldn't touch it.
She knows you better than that, dude. She knows you're asking because you want to touch it. You cannot pull one over on your mother like that. It won't work.
But if I
I don't think Dragon would even believe you on that.
Why?
Because he knows you well enough to know that you're going to be mischievous with it.
Only if I told him.
Uh-huh. You can ask him right now.
Oh, thank you.
You're worried I'm right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Kind
That's what I thought.
of.
Door open.
The lights are out. Well, let's not lose focus. We know all the doors inside are equipped with an electronic lock system. So first of all, you should turn the power back on.
Why would I do that?
So the lights would come on.
Why wouldn't I not just explore and have fun? Ooh, ammo.
Didn't want to finish the game.
Ooh, thread. I got some new threads.
What?
Craft things.
What?
I don't remember what uses threads. No power. Okay, we can't go in that door.
You could switch it with that button thing. I don't know how the robots enter off the power.
Oh, there you go. Got another boss. It's our third boss dragon. Because we haven't yet on Dragon on this game. Well, rest in peace.
Do if I come across the robot?
No, if we're talking to the robot, would say, be in pieces. Ammo! Ooh, Gypsy Mag. You have that SMG. If you want an extended mag for it, I just grabbed a green one. For the 9mm SMG I gave you last time. Handgun compensator if you want it. Adhesive, some more ammo.
I don't know how the RV truck drive it.
Through the giant doors that are made for them to drive through. More ammo. Alright. Weapon crate. Crummy rifle scope. Alright.
Or she'll be over there now.
That icon?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we're supposed to go. That's the game saying, hey, hey, you're not figuring it out. Go this way. Hey.
How is it?
Dragon?
wall right there.
A hunter stuck in a wall, apparently dead. Did you do that, dragon?
Wasn't me.
Okay. I think this one's gonna say no power. Ah, I called it.
Because you saw the red.
Mm-hmm.
What, too? What, too?
We go down, 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 and around, and around, and around, and around. And we loot some gloves. And we loot some ammo.
Good.
Power's on.
One thing at a time. Now you can investigate
Weapon.
the bunker. Let's try to find those evacuees.
It's actually an attachment.
I don't expect they'll still be in there. If only we could find any clues about where they were taken.
Where who were taken?
The people. All the people. You know, the mission that we've had for a while now. At least now we have power.
What mission?
Open the door!
What mission?
Mission to find the people. We've had a mission to find the people for a while. You want me to play this dragon or wait for you to come in? Oh, you're right here.
This is Sergeant Johan Anderson at the Minkin Command Center. I have seen the orders to evacuate to Saltholmen Naval Base and to Fiskebäck over here. This is not in any known protocol. Have you received verbal orders from command? Over. Evacuation protocols are to evacuate to the mainland directly, and we have lost contact with command at this point. There was a contact. I was informed that something was about to happen several days ago, and now this attack and these evacuation orders. I need to know what the hell is going on. Respond, over.
Clearly, several soldiers were having doubts about the weird orders they got.
Yeah.
The army. Does this mean our army is involved in this, Pontus?
I don't know anything about any of this, I promise. To me, it feels like the enemy knew everything about us. Our protocols, our communication channels, and they attacked from within.
Who? How?
Someone attacked from within. They knew all the codes and had the details. So they're trying to figure out who did it. Because they don't know what happened, so they're wondering if it's our army that did it now.
Wait, our army attacked us?
That's what they're wondering. Because it seems like it's an inside job. Because someone inside had to have at least been involved with the amount of information and everything that they've had.
That are dead?
They knew about the different commands and orders. They had them changed. They disabled things that shouldn't have been known about. So someone's at least involved in it. So we need to find out what's going on. I think Dragon's at fault. I think Dragon's the mole.
An accident involving what? Some coma-inducing gas? Wow, this doesn't make any sense.
What does it make?
There's an incident involving coma-inducing gas. Why would they have a gas that causes a coma?
A coma? What
Yeah, people to go unconscious.
the robots do?
Someone working with the robots did. That's what we're trying to figure out. What is going on? Do you know what's going on?
No. Looks like someone. No, it does look like someone's here and bolted it with all the people dead.
Right? Someone knew what was going on and someone's involved. I mean, robots don't just create and come out of nowhere. Right? So someone's involved, and since they knew all our country's codes and everything, someone inside had to be involved.
The 2 people in a roll.
Well, at least one. But typically, if one person's involved, more people are involved. Dragon, did you just make that noise? Are you hungry?
I don't think it was me.
Something made that noise.
Sleeping gas? Why would the army bring that to a bunker full of people? Is that why everyone's vanished?
It could be. People are pretty easy to take when they're knocked out by sleeping gas. Did you do it, Dragon? Yeah, it's coming from over near you, dude.
The gas canisters were delivered on the 10th. That's when everything went to shit. Shipment ID FNIX. What the heck does that mean, Pontus?
No idea, sorry. Maybe an operation code name. It has something to do with all of this, that's for sure.
It must be in the wall or something.
So all the people were really in that bunker, but our own army sneaked in sleeping gas canisters and made everyone go into a coma. I can't believe this.
I'm so sorry, Therese. I really don't know what part the army played in all of this.
Wait, the army in there?
The army played a part in it because the army was the ones that had the codes for all these bases and had the codes to switch where people were going to, and so someone in the army has to be involved.
Or 2.
That's what we're saying. We don't know how many, but someone, at least some, in the army are involved.
I'm going to try.
Someone around here somewhere, Dragon.
Well, you have to fight with them.
Maybe.
I won't last it. Maybe even kill them.
Maybe we'll just cuddle up to the robot and see if they are just sad and lonely.
Definitely not.
Why not?
Because
What if they're just lonely and need a hug?
robots don't have feelings.
Oh, okay. Got it. Dragon, robots don't have feelings.
Unless people make them. That must be something the person that's making those little lasers. That must be 3D gas.
Some guns are not that accurate. It's supposed to be attracting them. It's supposed to be attracting the robots. Make some fight for me. It's supposed to make them fight for me for a while. Yep. just for him being up and active. Because he just went down. Well, Dragon, you got another one to deal with. This gun has a lot of kick and climb. It's hard to keep it on target.
That must be what's keeping it medical. Medical now.
Loot it all, Dragon. Loot it all.
Did you get your bill?
My dart? The hacker dart? No. It's used, it's used. I don't get it back.
How many do you have left?
None on me.
Five.
That's the only one I had on me.
Get more.
I'd have to go back and build more.
Don't do it.
We'd have to go to where there's a workbench to build more. I can't just build them out in the field. I need a workbench.
Go to
I need
work.
tools.
Go to a work.
That would be abandoning Dragon out here all alone.
Help. Them to come with us.
Why would I do that when we can just go get ourselves killed?
Do you want to get yourself killed?
Why not?
You are definitely out of your mind.
I mean, I have you as a child.
You know what that was?
What?
The little thing that you got.
What
that
was it?
In the middle. I don't know.
It wasn't a car battery, that's for sure. Ooh, weapon.
Right here.
Right there.
They
Yeah.
must have took the weapon with them.
They should have. They didn't.
How do you know they?
Because it's right there and I picked it up.
I mean, they took the weapon with them in the car.
Ah, yes.
Maybe they did have it. Maybe they did have a tree that for to run.
Maybe. Looks like this guy went through his windshield. That got hurt. Oh yeah, right through his windshield into the tree. That's not nice. Looks like there's a tent or something out here, Dragon. Because there's a tent and 2 trucks.
Must be one of the camp.
Hey, Dragon, how do you know that this is a truck?
This must have
F1
been where
is
was the
big.
army camp.
Well, there's tanks, so probably. There's a smoking tank, there's 2 trucks,
What's a smoking?
a tank that's on fire and smoking.
Is it filled with wind?
You're really asking that.
Sound?
Dude, what's stronger, a bullet or a sheet of glass?
The bullet? How did it go through the window?
Like that. Look, it went through that window, and out into the ground. So if it can go through 1 or 2 layers of glass, do you think it can go through 1 layer of glass?
Yeah,
So how do you think that happened?
I shot through the glass, but I didn't see any place of damage. I didn't see
Well, you don't need to have a lot. It just has to be one shot through the windshield. Loot it all! Dragon, loot it all!
Like they got told about coming into the.
Yeah, that's not cool. Mean. They're just trying to take a nap. I see enemy robots. Oh, Conqueror of Veslan is here. It's a named enemy bot.
Oh, that was.
Yep. Oh no. Yep. Yeah, that's the way. No, that was the only boss. This one wasn't.
It's helper.
This was the boss. And we have camo. Ooh, tungsten! That's what we needed! Aw, you're so sweet!
What'd you say?
He gave me tungsten, so I shot him a few extra times.
How would that be?
Son, there's something called not being serious or saying something that's, as a joke. The fact that he gave me the tungsten's nice. The fact that I shot him a few extra times was more just, helping him stay dead. Something over here, dragon. Something over here. Something over here, dragon. Dragon. Dragon, there's something over here. It's a radio, a backpack, a tractor with nothing, a box, and a box, and a wagon. Looks like there's a farmhouse. I'm overweight again. Yeah!
Yeah, I'm about to be overweight myself.
I'm overweight again. There's an icon right there telling me I'm overweight. Well, keep in mind, Dragon, I get a 100% increase in ammo found. So I'll probably get overweight first.
Would you do that?
Because I have 3,000 rounds.
3,000?
Which I know I could spend them all on one of the bigger robots, but I'm also overweight right now, so I was gonna have to drop something at some point.
You decide to drop some bullets?
Yeah, just for fun.
What? You'll need them.
Because I have 3,000 of them.
3,000?
So spending 5, 10, 15, 20, even 100 of them isn't going to have that much of an impact overall. I'm going to have to break down some 32s because I don't use them. Dragon, do you use 32?
I'm using 9mm.
Okay. I have like 2,009 mil. Do you want some? Oh wait, are you using 9mm handgun or SMG?
Handgun.
Okay, I don't have that many of those. I do have a good bit though. I can definitely give you more.
Which robot is that?
That is a big one. They're saying it's armored
it
there.
Says, I got the handgun in my hand. It says 9mm FMJ.
Which big one is that? Is it the big giant?
It should say 9mm handgun. It says
before?
SMG?
That was on the
SMJ.
picture.
Oh, SMJ. Yes, there's the other big type of robot. They're showing you where there's armor, where to target, where the explosion can be hit. That's the fuel tank on him. So yeah, Full Metal Jacket, FMJ. There's SMG and handgun versions of that. You know what? I'm gonna go for the big boy gun next, just for the fun of it.
What big?
There's an LMG that I have, and I'm gonna go for that. And I'll probably drop a whole bunch of 9mm rounds so that we can make Dragon overweight.
If in return,
Yeah.
how'd you walk on the roof?
Just like that.
How'd they put this up?
Got more SMJ.
How'd they put?
Well, there's a board right there, and there's a box right there, and there's a barrel right there. So you get on the barrel, get on the barrel, get on the box, get on the board, get on the roof, climb up the roof.
Why'd you shoot?
Just to mess with Dragon. It made him look, and he was like, what? And then he just turned right back around and kept looting.
Good job. Shoot the tank, man. I can't do anything.
Oh. Bad guys, Dragon. Bad guys somewhere close to me.
Oh.
Because I saw them start detecting me when I fired a few rounds. Yeah, see, like right there. Yep, see? There it is right there. Not very accurate.
What is that one? Is it armor?
Yeah.
The bigger one?
Well, it was more armored. There's a hunter.
Why is it
Well, those are like small pistol for their gun. The higher armored one here has a shotgun and does a jump attack. Dragon, are you overweight yet?
Almost. Right there at it.
Can I help with that?
I'm sure I'll get there in just a second.
Okay. Well, I want to make sure you get there. I mean, I'd feel bad if I'm the only one who gets to be overweight. I don't want to make you jealous. Where's that floater?
floater?
There's a floater around here, and I'm not finding him.
On a floater.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Well, there he is.
What's that weight?
I don't know. I'll have to look. I'm not looking.
Look.
I'm not looking. I'm looting. Do you want me to loot, or do you want me to look?
Loot first, then look.
Exactly.
On a repair station removal. Investigate the field repair station.
There's what?
I've got repair station removal.
You want to pick
Investigate
up the
the
lantern,
field repair station.
Yeah. What, son?
Let's try to pick up the lantern.
It won't let me.
You have a lantern?
Nope. I have a flashlight.
Where?
Right there, see?
On your gun?
It's on my strap because I don't have to have the gun out for it to let me use it, see? It's on my shoulder strap.
Hammer. Damn everything. Damn that. Damn car that. No. Okay? So damn. I need to break it. I need to break it.
Where's Dragon going?
Hit him with the hammer. Okay?
Don't know that'll let me. It'll probably just go right through him, like he's not there.
Is it hurting you, Dragon? That's so funny.
That is the Automag 4. You said you weren't using it.
How do you know what it is?
Because I can see it right there.
That's the one I told you I was using.
I asked you if that's what you're using when we were back at base, because I was going to grab you a few things. I have a clip for
I
it.
thought you said something else.
No.
Like,
I should slap you with my hammer for it. No, I'm kidding. I will actually drop a beacon for you so we can jump back to base and unload. There you go. So now we can jump right back here and you can pick up where we left off. Are you overweight or are you still good?
one thing, I'll be overweight.
Yeah, I'm 8 pounds overweight. Bring her here so I can bite her. Let me bite the little lady.
No.
Bring her here. I want to bite her.
No.
Is that a good bite?
No. It's here.
Oh, okay. How'd you sleep? Did you sleep good? No, you didn't sleep good. It's up to you. Either way. Okay.
You really did.
All right. What can we drop off?
No, thank you.
Yep. Because then I can fast travel.
Need to drop that off. Flash.
Otherwise, I can't fast travel. So we're right there. There's 2 big other boss monsters up there. Well, not monsters, robots.
Of hunters or the bigger one.
I don't know.
I hope it's the bigger.
Oh.
Hit the floor.
No, I'm going to hit Dragon.
Hit the floor.
Because he told me he wasn't, and he is.
No, hit the floor, Dad. Please hit this floor by one. Down the floor.
Dragon, pick up your bag.
What bag?
the bag I made for him.
A bag that you make for him.
I left a bag for Dragon.
What was that shooting all about?
I don't know, what was it about?
Maybe you shooting dragon.
Maybe. I filled Dragon so full of ammo that he probably is not worried about ammo.
Really? Will you actually do that?
Yeah, I did. Dragon, do you need some more ammo? I got some 32, I got some 9mm. Yeah, only have 1,300 rounds of 9mm handgun ammo.
Ooh. Where's that armor piece? You're saying that you were just.
Not sure which you're talking about because there's been a few that I clicked by.
The ones that were like an arrow point.
Oh.
Did you know
There we go. There
armor
goes
piercing?
32. There goes birdshot. There goes 32. There goes 243 because Dragon said he's not using 243. There goes buckshot because he's not using that. 44 hollow point because he's not using that. And some more 243 because he's not using that.
I didn't rip all of your ammo.
I am just trashing all the ammo, dude.
Why?
I'm just kidding. I'm trashing those ammo
What
because
ammo-
people aren't using them.
ammo that you were not using?
Yeah, I broke it down so I can build new ammo.
Like what?
Whatever we want.
Well, if you build the same ammo that
Well, then I lost some resources.
you lost, what?
Some of the resources if I rebuild the same ones that I broke down. Careful. Alright. That one's going away.
Which one's going?
You still want me to use the hammer? Okay.
Next time, could you use the hammer on the robots?
No, I'm overweight again. Oh wait, I can upgrade. I forgot I can upgrade. We just made enough of it to upgrade.
What?
Oh man.
What?
We're at max upgrade.
You upgrade your box?
Yeah. We can't upgrade it anymore. That's why I said, oh man. Because I can't upgrade it anymore.
Dad, how do you use the adrenaline shot if you don't have your not alive?
Well, you're down. Your teammate could get you up, or you can use an adrenaline shot to get yourself up. That's how they have it work.
So you could die? And
Yeah.
Too?
You could die, your friend could get you up, you could get yourself up. If you have an adrenaline shot, and that's about it.
Is there anything else you could do?
Not that I'm aware of, son. Dragon, get your gun. 0. We'll see if that works. I need to break down some of these. I got too many.
Say what?
Too much stuff. Just too much stuff.
Much pizza?
I wish. Because there's no
I
such
know.
thing
I
as
wish you could get access to my storage and just plunder through what we don't and do need, just mess like that.
It would be nice.
So if I got 9mm FMJ ammo, SMG, that's not a handgun, right?
9mm SMG is not handgun ammo. 9mm SMG is SMG ammo.
But then I got 9mm armor piercing ammo handgun.
Yeah, you have handgun and SMG. There's two different types.
And then I got 9mm FMJ ammo, also handgun.
Yep.
And I got the 7.62 armor piercing ammo and 7.62 full metal jacket ammo.
Wait, what? This is not what I'm wielding.
What?
So is armor piercing better, right? Or is this full metal jacket better?
Armor piercing is better to go through their armor.
But I have more of the other ones, so
If you read it, it should tell you, I thought.
yeah, it probably does. I'm a bad reader. I don't pay attention.
Oak. That's funny.
Part of it is one takes lead, one takes steel to make. Yeah, it doesn't say. But armor piercing pierces through their armor, where the full metal jacket doesn't. Alright, so this is what I was saying I'm going to go with now.
What is it?
It's not accurate. But it's not going to be less accurate than the other one, I don't think.
Okay. That's surprising.
Say hello to my little friend.
You do.
Is that small enough for you? Oh,
Something-
right here, Dragon.
Something else popped in my mind from a movie I watched recently, but we won't say it out loud.
That's probably better. You got a bag right here.
I can't.
It won't damage it. That's why.
Well, if it damages what's inside.
It won't. Because I know the game. At
Yeah,
least
so
that
you
much.
just called it the AG4 earlier, and I didn't catch the abbreviation.
Okay, yeah, AG4 is the Automagrave 4.
That's where you threw me off. You just called it the AG4
Okay.
earlier, and
If you
I
look
didn't
at
catch
the other thing,
abbreviation.
they call it AG4 Extended Mag. That's the
So
Automagrave.
what's the deal with that? It Kips extended mag thing.
Kipsty? Kipsty
Yeah.
Extended Mag? That is a extended mag for the SMG I gave you last time. And then there's a handgun compensator. If you want to go compensator instead of silencer, that's an option. So I figured I'd give it to you.
What's the compensator do over the?
It makes it
silencer?
so it doesn't kick as much, so every time you fire, it doesn't jump up quite
Yeah.
as high. It's less.
Fly up in the air and you lose track of where you're at.
Right. It keeps it down, so as you fire, the gases extend out, the front of the barrel go up more, and so it drives the barrel back down after each
So the
shot.
silencer really help us on keeping them from attacking us.
Sometimes.
I don't know. Like the last couple big guys we've been fighting been pouncing on me.
Yeah.
One hit me and I'm almost dead.
Yeah, no, those guys are bad.
But guys,
Brutal.
I don't have it quick slotted. I don't. I don't.
What?
We'll fix it. Dead dare. Dead is dare. Dead is dare. Hold on, I'm working on it. Okay, so I just
And I need to unequip. Well, you pretty much gave me everything for that one. That's probably better than what I have already, except for that sight thing. I do like the sight thing. That a penetrator thing. I like sight.
find it.
I am liking that one.
Okay.
I like it better than the red for one. It's kind of a lower tone blue, but it seems like you can see where the other ones don't let me see a little bit.
Yeah. So green is low light vision, night vision. It's for being able to see when there's not light. It makes everything green. The other one is thermal. That's the IR. It's a thermal based one, right? It's infrared. And so that's beneficial.
And then I'm using blue.
I haven't tried the blue one.
I'm liking the blue.
Is the
I like the blue better. I like the red.
What do you like about the blue? I haven't tried that one.
It's not as painful on my eyes in real life, for one. And
It says it's
game's
object penetrating. What does it do?
game's sake, I feel I'm seeing through more stuff around stuff better or something. I don't know that I'm just not picking up in the red.
Well, the red is it'll highlight the guys for you because they're like a yellow color.
It could just be the red just so harsh on my eyes and it hurts my eyes.
It could be.
Life. We know I'm light sensitive, so I mean, yay me.
So let me pull this up since you have the stream up. So this is normal.
Do you know I had your stream up
This is X-ray.
almost an hour before you started streaming?
Man, that's awesome. Thank you.
I didn't know that had X.
So this is the one you're saying you like, where it's just kind of it's kind of like the green, but it's blue.
Yeah.
X-ray vision. Interesting. I could see why you'd like that.
I'm seeing the stuff better. It's not harsh on my eyes.
Apparently you're not technological. Neither is the other guy in here.
Why are they not technological?
That's a tech scan. It allows me to see robots. I only got 2 points, and I need 2 more.
So Dad, what's that one? With the
This is what I want. This is what I want.
What is it?
Let's see. While hackers specialize, hacking will cause enemy to attack other enemies. Only specialists. Okay, so this is unlocks ability to hack an enemy, allowing your hacked enemy using binoculars, confusing them temporarily. Okay. So I want both of these. This allows you to hack them remotely. So I can use the binoculars and look at them and hack the robot. I want to do that. I want to do that. I want to do that.
Do you have that?
No. I want to get it. That's the next thing I'm working on getting. I really want to do that. It sounds like fun.
So we can break down the old one
And we're just
for
trying to
stuff.
shoot the robot.
Yeah. You can recycle any of the old stuff you don't need.
You're not going to
I
shoot
got
the
so much in my
robot.
chest. I wish you could get your hands on.
Well, you can throw it on the floor.
You're not going to shoot the robot.
Well, if you get the one I'm wanting, you can make the robot shoot the robot.
No?
You can make them shoot each other.
If you stand just one, you can make
Well, no. It's you can use a special ability to do what I did with that dart and make them fight each other.
Oh. How did it make the other robot fight the one with the dart? How did it do that?
What do you mean?
How did it? would it make blue dart? How would the blue dart make a robot fight?
Oh, it's a hacking dart. So I threw it and it hit the robot, and it takes the robot over and makes him be friend to me instead of enemy.
Get a whole bunch of them.
Let me see what it takes to make them.
Because that would be real good.
No, that's a hairpin.
What?
The lockpick takes thread. So the thread I was saying I got, thread and steel is what you need to make the lockpicks. Hacking dart is copper and rubber.
Have enough?
I could make 7. It takes a whole lot of copper, and I don't have a lot of copper. So apparently we need to get a lot more copper.
Yes. Get so much rubber and copper that you can make 100.
I'm not even sure what copper's in that I've been breaking down. Oh, of course they won't tell me what's in it. I can grab 10 of those. That should, in theory, have copper. Flares. I could break down a few radios, I guess.
Gold radios?
A few radios. Few, not field. I don't want to break my field radios down.
Have some?
So that handgun compensator, instead of the silencer, it would go in the same slot.
Yeah.
Apparently, this handgun doesn't hold one.
Oh, well, there you go. Sorry. Didn't know.
I'm about ready to upgrade my handgun, though.
What are you going to upgrade it to?
I don't know. I don't know what we got and what's better. Just know what I got ammo for.
I can not give you a handgun because I don't think I have one. Yeah, I don't have one.
What about the handgun that you were using?
It's a DLC one. Until he buys that DLC, he can't touch it
Why?
because he doesn't have it.
You give it. Yeah.
I can, and
I
then he
have
can't
a
pick
lot.
it up.
I have a lot of them molar.
Rubber and electrolyte, so that's not
PPs.
copper. You have a lot of the what?
Molar PPs.
There you go, copper. Oh, the 32 PP pistol.
Yeah, I got a lot of them.
Yeah. You could probably recycle a few of them. And technically, that'll give you crafting materials that either you can start getting into crafting, or you could technically drop it and I can pick it up and make stuff for you too. Either way.
See, that's why you know what to make. Me, I'm more guessing. I would just rather give you the stuff.
I mean, it's basically you make what you need.
I don't know what I need to
I
survive.
I upgraded my storage for my crafting components. One shy of max, I think. Yeah. And for the next tier, I need the tungsten. So it's going to be a while. But I can hold 450 pounds of crafting resources. And I only have 115, so I can load that thing up with crafting resources. As for my main storage, I can only hold 400, and that's fully upgraded, and I'm at 354 right now. So I really need to break down some of this stuff.
Why?
Which one was that I upgraded last time? This booth where I'm at, or the other thing?
To do what?
What did I upgrade last time? This or the other thing?
I don't know. You're at
I'm
the
at-
recycling station right now to break things down.
Yeah, it says level 1, capacity 300. Level 2, capacity is 350. And I'm at 300, so I'm level 1 on this one.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, I meant to give Dragon that. Dragon, I found something I want to give you. And I meant to do it earlier.
Level 0 capacity is 200. Level 1 capacity is 240. I'm at 200.
Oh, for upgrading, you're saying your storage?
Yeah, that's for the storage station. So they're both saying they haven't been upgraded, so what did I upgrade?
I don't know. But I left a bag right there for you. Not sure what to do there. Alright, so I know this is the most exciting part of the game, and I'm sorry for that, everyone. Thank you for bearing with us. Just the fun of any game that has a lot of inventory is you got to do the whole inventory management fun.
Lighten the load.
That really wasn't all that accurate, so let's get rid of it, because I need space. I can't break down any of those.
The HP5 is the green. The auto thing AG4 thing you got was a blue. And my AG4 is fully equipped with everything.
Doesn't that make you feel good?
I think the only thing I didn't have on it was the extended mag.
Yeah.
I actually had the mag. I just didn't know that mag went into it.
The one I gave you is the highest tier, I think. Or next to. But it's should give you a really nice boost on the amount of ammo you can pop in that thing. I do have nearly 3,000 rounds of 9 SMG ammo if you want that. And that, what do they call it? It's not MP5. They technically call it HP5 or something to, copyright issues. If you want to use that, you can. And that is, like I said, nearly 3,000 rounds.
And I've got the M46 SMG boost 3-star, the blue.
Yeah, both of those, the Kipsley and the HP5, I think it was, are both 9mm SMGs.
So I got that sitting in my storage.
Pick the one you like. It's always about what you like.
Try not to carry too many guns. I notice the more guns I carry, the more ammo I carry. The more ammo I carry, the less I get to pick up.
Yeah, I know. That's why I like those
why-
field radios. Like, you've seen the use of those field radios now.
And I do have that launcher thing you gave me. I got from you earlier with
Yeah.
the 5 or 6 things still.
Yeah. The LG 7B launcher. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one. I don't have a lot of 5.56 though.
You need some 5.56?
What?
Do you need 5.56?
I mean, if I'm going to start using it, I would, but otherwise, no.
What was I just
Nearly
putting in?
3,000 rounds of 9x39.
I've only got 18 full metal jacket ammo.
Not easy.
26 armor piercing ammo. And that's all I have for the 5.56.
Sorry, I just asked something. What'd you say, Dragon?
I have 26 armor piercing ammo, 5.56, and was it 8?
8 rounds? And 26 rounds?
And 18 full metal jacket. Well,
What
I
are
don't
you
know, 18 boxes, 18. I don't know however.
Oh, it's 18 rounds. Yeah. That won't last long at all. That's nothing.
No, that's like starter kit. Man.
Not
Barely
even.
push a button.
Do you want to feel what will happen if you continue? Okay.
Well, my load just dropped. How much good I'm going to get?
All right, I'm at 26 right now, so we can head out.
Actually, I don't know what else to drop off.
No, we're good. Let's go. We'll have fun. Nope, I forgot my field radio. I want to grab one, so we have one on us.
Got one on me.
Oh, you have one on you? Okay. Then I'll let you do it this time. So we can get back out there quicker. I'm heading back right to where we were. Just to the north.
How do field radios?
Right there. You can drop them, and then it lets you fast travel.
How?
So anywhere you drop it, you can fast travel back.
How do they let you fast travel?
It's called a game mechanic. It's really cool. On some games, they actually make it be a teleporter or something like that. On this game, it's called fast travel, and it lets you select it and travel there. Alright, Dragon. Where you want to go? Oh, wow. Way behind us, there's a first contact mission. Do you want to go to the first contact mission, or do you want to head up north over the water? Tell me, Dragon. Tell me, where do you want to go?
Where's the first contact?
Behind us. Behind you.
It was I.
It won't let me. It won't do anything.
Shoot the tree then. And blow it up.
It won't do it.
Why?
Because the game doesn't have that supported. So yeah, just a little east towards northeast. Do you see it?
Yeah, let's go to first contact.
Okay. Instead of running, we can either run there, or we can fast travel to the farmstead just west of it and go from there. Because we have a safe house right there, the Stoghagen Farm.
Do we start at the Stoghagen farm?
No, we started over here at Viltrekviv.
Which was a farm?
No, that was the dock. We were coming, I think, from over here. We're taking our boat back over here, and our boat got blown up here.
Why don't we...
The lady we talked to at the church told us to go to the Stoghagen farm after we went to the lumber camp where her grandpa worked.
Is this the lumber farm?
Oh, Muller Pay. I better recycle that. That's a terrible gun. I'd hate to leave that there for break on someone. There we go. We gotta get this place cleaned up. Dragon, you got so much garbage laying around here. Joking.
Okay.
It's not his garbage. It's their garbage.
Hey, how do we get in there?
Open the door.
When we get here?
We just jumped here.
No?
Lead the way, Dragon. Lead the way. Yes, we just went up, and we're there.
So we fast traveled?
Yes, we fast traveled.
Where are we anyway?
Right here.
At the Stoghagen farm?
Yep, that's what that is right there. That's called the Stoghagen Farm. And first contact mission is over this way, so we are going to go for it.
What's a contact?
The mission is called First Contact,
Why?
because that's what the people who made the game called the mission.
Why
Why was your character called Chital?
I write the name?
Okay. Well, maybe they like the name.
What was? Oh, there's a whole lot. Oh, it's a police car. I don't know I would need black.
So we can wear glasses if we want to. That's just looks, so you can pick how you want your character to look. It doesn't really do anything other than let you have fun with your character's looks.
Bertil Ludwig to Vesslan. We've established position at Iboholmen Castle, but the civilian Anita Sjögren is nowhere to be found. No visual contact of what she described, but Sigint did pick up something. Contact! Vehicle! I repeat.
I got myself stuck where Dragon did on accident.
Wait, did he say Anita Sjögren? That's her. That's my friend. Iboholmen Castle, that's close to where you are now. Could you please go check it out?
Sorry, Therese, but that comms guy we heard confirmed your friend wasn't there anymore. However, that squad may have been the first one to sight machines.
I know, you're right. Okay, so maybe the castle ruins are where it all started. It's worth looking into.
Dragon, how did you get out of this mess?
You did the fast travel for me. But at the time, we hadn't had none down yet. Yeah, I quit going to them tents, man. That one done me in.
Well, no, there's good stuff in them sometimes. Like that one has a weapon crate in it. You just need to not go on the side, go in the middle. I forgot about that. But if you go in the middle instead of on the side, it doesn't happen. I've never had it happen. Until just now.
The only thing I saw in the weapon was a bat.
It could be. You don't know until you look in the box, because the box could also hold a scope.
I crawled all the way in there.
You just are such a belly crawler.
Yep.
What do you mean by?
Oh, I had a Mauler PP in there. Ooh. Ooh. The
Why was-
crummiest pistol possible.
Why was the body so big?
Because we were laying down, sniffing it. Let's go, Dragon. To the castle.
Castle?
Yeah, going to the castle. I don't know. What do you think? Bring it on, big boy. You want to play? Let's play!
Why did you call him a big?
Because he's big. And I shot him to pieces.
This other bases.
What? Machine bases?
Yeah.
No.
What's that?
No. It's just a truck they destroyed. And this is a crate. And I'm sure there's nothing in the crate, right?
I hear something.
Nah, there's nothing in the crate.
In the crate.
Oh, look, there's some stuff you can loot.
And a spider.
Shh. No, there's no spider.
I mean,
There's no tick.
spider.
I know I'm joking.
I thought you were talking about the animal. But I thought you were talking about the animal.
Yeah, no, I'm joking. I think Dragon caught on to the fact that I was joking. Especially
In more
when
ways
he can
than
hear
one.
it. What?
In more ways than one, I caught on.
Right? It's almost like you weren't born yesterday.
Heard it in your voice. Seen it on your stream.
Right? I mean, I'm obviously trying to hide things from you. Because, You obviously have the stream up and can't see anything when it's being streamed for anyone to see. I'm sure I can clearly hide things from you. Dragon has the game up, watching us on a screen right next to him, so he can see everything. He knows where I'm at.
Looks like, is there a name above your head like in this game?
Yeah, like that. Yeah, Dragon sees my name above my head, like that.
And how far away he is.
You're almost at Iberholmen Castle. Our top priority is to retrieve the intel our dispatch squad picked up on the enemy.
Hopefully, this will give us a clue about where these things came from, or who made them. It would be better than nothing.
Yeah, I want to know where these things came from and who created them and what is going on.
Stop breathing.
It's our guy breathing because we're making him run when he's out of energy. He just wants to go. Oh, he fell over. Apparently he got too tired. I'm joking. I made him do it by pushing a button. Dragon. If Stalker 2 is co-op, I want to play it with you, because that would be fun. But it's one I know little dude can't watch. Not yet.
I'll check it out.
If I didn't know how not to have nightmares, that game probably would give me nightmares. It does have some creepy stuff to it. They like having their little, like, mutated dog monsters jump out and, like, make you wet your pants. So, no offense, I'm not going to let you see it, little dude. Not yet. I don't need you to have issues sleeping. Okay?
Thanks.
Just want to be clear. I'm not trying to be like, no, you can't watch the game. I'm trying to tell you, you can't watch the game for your sake.
I already am. We're a little close.
Yeah. Is that why you didn't do so well today?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So high.
Because it's on the top of a mountain. Because that's a great place to put a castle. Why do you think? I'm gonna go for a swim and drowned. Push dragon in. Push dragon in the water.
That
Push,
worked out great.
push dragon in the water. Oh no. Oh no, I can't push dragon in the water. I'm trying. I'm gonna push dragon in the... no, dragon move. No!
That's funny.
Yes, I did that just for you, little dude.
That's the castle?
Mm-hmm. See?
What's that?
This is a picnic area. This is where people can eat. Oh, hop, hop, hop. Oh, I can do that too. See? Like mine's just a bit bigger and louder. I think you might be getting feedback from it twice.
Two.
So I'm gonna have to start muting.
Good work. That must have been the thing that wiped out
Got
the
you.
squad. My platoon fought one of those too.
You okay, Dragon?
Life was down to 1%, and I don't have a lot of the adrenaline shots.
Oh. Well, I mean, I went down because I didn't switch to heal. If you remind me, I can drop one of those medical packs and we can both heal. Do you
Yeah,
still...
I'm healed at the moment, so
Okay. Next time you're injured, let me know. We'll drop that and we both can heal. I've been muting because this gun is so loud. Hey, I'm finally under 3,000 rounds.
Time to shut down.
Okay, let me wrap up with Dragon because I want to finish this castle with him and then we'll be done.
I think that everything it's telling me to do is right back down below us now.
Yeah, it looks like it's on the side that we didn't go up, so that kind of makes sense. Must be there's something down over there. Oh, yeah, there's a military building down there. So that explains it. What's up, dude?
Why did they lose it one?
Well, we were expecting it because we survived our boat getting blown up. So we were like, uh-oh. And so we're on high alert, paying attention, like, we're gotta get him, right? And we saw that the robots were doing it. So we were more prepared because we were aware of it. They were just here hanging out. Look, they're camping, probably getting ready to sleep, and then at nighttime, the robots come up and start blasting everything. They're like, oh no, what are we going to do? And so some of them made it, some of them didn't. Ow. I just lost half my health.
Their vehicle is empty. Then we have to investigate the ruins. Be careful.
We just did that. Apparently we just did it in the reversed order. Can I get back up to 3,000 rounds without having to make some? Or do you think I'm going to deplete below that?
Got a note in here.
Yeah, hit it.
What you just did?
Skarkoven Bunker. You found the location of a bunker.
A bunker?
A bunker is one of those big metal underground bases that we were in before. That car looks messed up. Alright, back up to where we just were. Yeah, all the way up. Oh, up in the tower. Gotta go up. Okay. So we didn't go all the way up there. Climb all the way up, Dragon. All the way to the tippy top. So what do you think of this gun?
Good. Very powerful.
It shoots a lot of bullets. We are literally burning through our ammo because we're using it. So the amount of ammo we have left keeps going down. We were actually gaining ammo with the other weapons we were using because we were finding more ammo than we were shooting. Not with this one. This one, it's the other way around. You want me to read the note or wait for you?
You can read it.
Alright. There you go.
What? An enemy emitter? So they managed to locate the enemy's landing site. Just a second. It's a small beach near the ruins called Källviken.
Källviken is one of my absolute favorite places. Not easy to access, though. You'll see. Let's hope we can understand what we're up against.
Ow. Follow the coordinates to Källviken Beach.
But for them.
Right there. We're supposed to go down there. So we're gonna go, and I'm gonna break every single bone in my body. Or I will die trying.
I think that's the better way around.
It's a weird
Ow.
spot to offload a
Nah,
bunch of
I think
containers.
it's the right way.
There's no road leading up to it. Not even a proper path.
I guess that's how machines were deployed.
This is not the
all over
right way to do
Östertörn.
it, Dragon. The right
See
way
if
is
you
to
can
follow
find
the
out
road.
anything about those containers.
So be warned, if you follow me, you might die. Yep. But you're welcome to follow me, if you wish. I just want to make sure it was clear that this is not the right way. This is not the way.
Why'd you do it?
Because I'm crazy.
They took over the beach. Why is it so fast? So
Because it's a grassy, stony beach. What is in the box? Yep. Hit him, Dragon. Hit him. There you go.
I thought that was another robot.
We're just finishing this one mission up and we will be done. I do too. Here we go.
Serial numbers. Wait, I write them down. Huh. All the letters are common to both the Cyrillic and Latin alphabets. We still haven't pinpointed the exact position of that
See,
enemy
there's
signal the
electrical
recon squad
devices
was
on the
tracking.
inside.
It's emitting from somewhere on that beach, so you're close.
This one? No. That one's empty. Oh, oh, oh. Is that it?
Looks like it.
Is that it, Dragon? Is that the problem? Oh, by the way, are you hurt?
Not that bad.
What is this?
Don't worry about it.
What's the stuff?
Don't worry about it. We'll show you later.
What was all that stuff that we...
That's the healing. Oh, what do you think?
What
There's 3 of the robots in here
are they just...
because they haven't been activated for some reason.
Good job. We didn't want them to come alive all of a sudden.
So,
dog.
is that what happened? Containers secretly dropped all over the place, chock full of machines, just waiting to be activated and kill us.
Well, I think this was a carefully thought out and executed operation. Our enemy had to be very familiar with the local terrain to choose this beach, of all places.
You're right. None of this is random. But those machines were made somewhere, and we have to find out for what purpose and who's behind this.
Yep.
Do you know which somewhere?
I don't. That's part of the point of the game. You gotta figure it out.
We came across a robot place that made robots.
Did we? I don't think we did.
Yeah. And if
Found a place that had them. But we're gonna actually have to call it there for today. Dragon, is there anything else you need?
I think I'm good.
Alright. Thank you all for joining us. We hope you thoroughly enjoyed. Be sure to tune in next time for more fun. For tonight, we'll be doing some cyberpunk. And until next time, as always, enjoy the story. We'll see you all next
Why
time.
can't I do
We'll explain that later. Do you want to say bye to everyone?
Goodbye.